Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to Ryan's Trains. Hope you guys had an amazing Christmas and amazing New Year. Today's video we're going to be doing is something very amazing. The layout's one of my favorite railroads. It says on my shirt, it is a Milwaukee Road Jeep 30 in the MTH Proto Sound 3 line. So this is going to be an amazing engine to do. This is my first GP30 in the Milwaukee Road paint scheme with the Alco trucks. And you can see here we're going to be going an amazing review. So stay tuned for that. Let's cut into the review of this engine. But before we get into the Milwaukee Road Jeep 30, behind this freight train we're running is the Lionel's new Hobo Sound boxcar. I got one in the Anna Harbor Railroad one. So let's go check out the Lakewood Yard right here, or I should say the Hank Yard, and see this Hobo boxcar in its action. So let's go check it out.
Trains go. How about some more beans, Mr. Taggart? Them's the best wieners I've ever tasted. Hey, Hank, how about you blow some hard?
The EMD Jeep 30 was built by General Electric Motors in LaGrange, Illinois between July of 1961 and November of 1963. A total of 948 locomotives were built for the United States, Canada, and two only included 40 cabless B units for Union Pacific. And it was a total of the first called the second generation EMD diesel locomotive that was produced in response to increase competition to the new and improved General Electric with their U25Bs. That's released roughly at the same time as the Jeep 30. The Jeep 30s are recognizable to have high profiles, stepped roof, and a unique of American locomotives. The numbers were still in service today, originally to rebuilt or reformed locomotives. So it means about the B units, the cabless ones for Union Pacific, basically behind the F7s. You basically chop out the controls and everything, and you just have nothing on the front. It's basically to power the front locomotive to help more horsepower between locomotives that are going up a grade or pulling along a heavy freight train. Other railroads like the Milwaukee Road, Gulf Mobile in Ohio, and Sioux Line, and some other railroads that I don't know, that would modify these locomotives. They would buy the engine, just the body of the engine, not the trucks, because the trucks costed more, and they'll switch them out with Alco trucks. And the Alco trucks, they'll swap them underneath the Jeep 30s, and it was basically, if they were cheap, they couldn't afford those Alco trucks, and so those railroads had unique Jeep 30s that were hybrid with Alco trucks. In the Cruise Report, they rode pretty nicely on level track with these Alco trucks, and they gave them unique appearances to railroads. And there's a few of those engines today. You got the Sioux Line 700, and you got some Wheeling and Lake Erie's, and some Southern locomotives, and Wisconsin Central, that's up in Green Bay. That is the 1715. That's an ex-Sioux Line one. Other railroads did that too, like with Jeep 35s, they switched out Alco trucks onto them. But now, since we talked about this history of this Jeep 30, we're now going to go into details of this engine and the history of 1012. And I'll be showing a picture of that actual locomotive. So stay tuned for that. Let's get into the review. So here's the details of this Milwaukee Road GP30 in the MTH line of the Proto Sound 3. So right here we got a drop plate, MU coupler right here, and a bunch of MU hoses down here. Coupler cup bar, Proto Sound coupler that will work. separately applied plow. Right here, we got the Alco trucks. Let me use my flashlight right here so you can see it a little more better. And there's the Alco trucks, and they're much detailed right there. Very detailed. I think they do are sprung. We got a crew figure. Number lights do work. A beacon light that works right here. And the other side, let's just show you on the other side right here. There is a horn on separately applied right here. And other side of the locomotive are drain caps right here, vent, smokestack, 3 fans, or say 4 fans, separately applied handrails, and other detailed stuff in this locomotive. You got green marker lights right here. And the same is on the back with the other locomotive. And the other side of the locomotive is basically the same as the other side of the Jeep 30. So we're going to show you a little bit down here of the locomotive on the back side, what it looks like. Basically, these got the same as the front of the Jeep 30. You got the drop plate, coupler cup bar, safety chain, marker lights, ladders go up here, number boards, working backlight. Basically, everything that you see in an MTH line. Everything works. The sounds are amazing in this engine, and basically everything sounds nice in this locomotive. Like, I highly recommend you guys to find a Jeep 30 that you'll like, because these locomotives are very, very highly detailed, and it is a recommendation to get one on your layout, because these locomotives just stand out a lot on your layout. And mine is the 10012. So this locomotive did run on the Milwaukee Road. There is an actual picture. I'll be showing up in a frame right here of the locomotive sitting in the yard. The image is probably going to be pretty blurry because I found it on Google, and there's no way to clarify the image to make it more like blurry, but that is the engine in the yard with other diesel locomotives in the Milwaukee Road yard. So it was pretty good history of finding out what happened to this engine. This engine probably was later scrapped at the Milwaukee Road, or since the Milwaukee Road, when the Sioux Line purchased the Milwaukee Road stuff, it was probably changed into a Sioux Line Jeep 30, and later on the road, it probably was scrapped when the CP merged with the Sioux Line. Well, basically pulled the Sioux Line into the CP, and basically that's what happened with the railroad. But now let's get into the engine's running session, so I hope you guys enjoy that. Well, thank you guys for watching this amazing video of this review of this Protosong 3 MTH Milwaukee Road GP30. It was a nice engine to review with all the details and stuff of a Protosong engine, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. But before we go, let's talk about the Line Out 2024 Big Book Catalog. So you're probably wondering what I ordered. You probably know what I ordered. It is the Milwaukee Road A Class, the engine number 1, and with the what I call the Phase 1 Milwaukee Road Hiawatha passenger cars before like they started changing the colors on them. I was gonna order engine number 4, but I thought it was engine number 1 because it had that nice Hiawatha logo on the tender. But engine 1 did have that Hiawatha logo, I guess, earlier down the line. But I wanted to get engine number 1 because engine number 1 was the first engine to start out with the Hiawatha service. And the one critiques that I have to this catalog, it's my first time giving a critique to the catalog. This is just my opinion, so I don't want no one going in the comments saying, Ryan's this, oh god, why is he bashing on the catalog? Like just my personal opinion. Don't take this to critique or to heart, but the A class has never had a steam whistle. There were steam engines, but they had a Leslie A1 air horn to the locomotive. And relying on just to add whistle steam to it is just basically wasting a bit of money to it. But I could see why they did that, put some whistle steam in an older tooling. But I don't know. I really hope that the engine's gonna be good. I hope it sounds nice and everything. But I'm really excited for it. And another engine that I ordered was the Pure Marquette 1225 because I like Michigan railroads. Like Michigan railroads with Pure Marquette, I really liked it. So I was kind of hoping for them to bring back the Pure Marquette so I can order one and have a newer base locomotive to the layout to have a Berkshire to be the first engine on the layout to be that big to scale up with the Milwaukee Road 261. But the other problem I had was the Polar Express. And I thought they were going to do it the Polar Express like they did at the Class A, which is a 5-car set and have the engine you can buy separately. So the 5-car set I thought was just going to be a passenger car, the observation car, and yada yada yada, and you could buy the engine and have the 5-car set to you. But what they did is they had each car separately for $295, I think that was, and I didn't know why. I just didn't like that. Like, you buy the engine, then you have to buy all the cars separately, which I didn't like it because it kind of felt offending to me. Like, you have to waste more money on buying them. Why can't you just buy like a full car set of it? But if I'm probably thinking, I'm just kicking myself around if I will get the Polar Express, just the engine, and have the movie on my layout, and later down the line, I'll probably solely buy the passenger cars for the layout. But that's the only critiques that I had to the catalog. I really enjoyed it, the Pure Marquette and the A Class. And the one thing I saw at the A Class is that the driving wheels underneath the engine, is light pinkish purple. I hope that's just a catalog render, but we'll see on the Miniature Models podcast because I know people are probably going to be asking the podcast host to talk to Lina when they do that catalog reveal of the engine about that. But who knows? I probably think it's probably just a rendering error in the catalog. So that's probably going to be for all about the catalog. And if you want to write down the comments below what other engines you ordered for the catalog, let me know. It's pretty interesting to see what other people ordered for their collection or from the catalog. So I hope you guys have an amazing weekend out there. Stay safe out there. Hope you guys had an amazing Christmas, amazing New Year. This is Ryan's Trains, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.